Greetings YouTube, this is Toy Customizer Wakeangel2K1 and I have a new toy review today of a certain cat girl that I've been wanting to get to for quite a while. That's right, it's Cheetara from the 2011 Thundercats cartoon. And I'm pretty sure a huge wave of confusion just has gone across all of you wondering where the Blaze the Cat figure is. Here's a little something. I don't have Blaze the Cat yet. I have been getting so many messages about Blaze the Cat. I got my Blaze the Cat yesterday. She's been in my region for a couple of weeks now. When are you going to review your Blaze the Cat that I'm certain that you have, because I already have mine? She has not arrived in the stores in my area at this point, and I'm not willing to pay the extra shipping fee to have her mailed to me just yet. So I do not have a Blaze figure. I'm still waiting for one, and I will announce to the world the same day that I get her. So can you please stop messaging me about it? Anyway, Cheetara. Cheetara comes from Bandai of America's Thundercats line. This is the 6-inch version of the figure. And a lot of people may remember that the toy line for Thundercats was cancelled, which has thrown the future of the cartoon show itself in doubt. People aren't sure if it's going to continue. In fact, I really hope it doesn't. Right now, the Thundercats cartoon is airing on Adult Swim. And I want all of you out there, my viewers, to watch the cartoon, to send emails to Cartoon Network saying that you want the show to be renewed for a second season. It's really a great cartoon, and I do not want to live in a world that cancels Thundercats but renews freaking SpongeBob for like what, a 15th seasoner? I mean, there's just no justice. Really crappy, stupid cartoons like you know what they replaced Thundercats with in the Saturday morning lineup? Scan to Go. Scan to Go. One of those crappy animes that nobody watches. But, you know, it has a toy line that makes money, so no. I do not want to live in the world where Scan to Go can replace Thundercats. Alright, that's just me ranting and raving about the status of a cartoon series that I happen to really enjoy. Let's talk about the Cheetara figure herself. Now it's unfortunate the toy line was cancelled because we never did get Wily Kid and Wily Cat on this scale, and the articulation is really amazing. She has a ball jointed neck, although her head articulation is a bit limited by her hair. She has a waist joint which is ingeniously hidden in the hem of her shirt, so you don't create any cut lines down her hip line. She has universal shoulders, an elbow which is only single jointed, but because of the clever way that it's cut, it actually goes just a little bit past 90 degrees. She has universal hip joints. They go all the way out and they go around. That's really cool. She has another ingeniously hidden thigh swivel hidden along those, I don't know, would you call that a boot cut? I don't know what you would call that, because it's connected to her boot down there, but I'm pretty sure that's just a single strap that goes over her knee. I'm not even sure that is a boot. Anyway, yeah, there's a thigh swivel that's perfectly hidden right there. She has a knee, goes 90 degrees, and really nice ankles. Like, they go all the way down like this. Let me move the other foot out of the way. And they also have inward tilt. Look at that. I mean, she can maintain a stable stance in extremely wide-legged poses. I mean, like, you can almost have her do a full-on split and still have her feet flat for a stance. That's really impressive. See, her feet are very flat on the ground. Well, this one's not flat, but I can make it flat. Yeah. That's just damned impressive. I really like how her articulation layout is. It's really quite amazing. Her wrists have a little bit of they're ball jointed. You'd think that they'd only be swivel jointed, but there are actually balls in there. So her hand has a lot of moving around. She can roll her wrist, and that is for her sole accessory, her staff. Let's take a close look at the staff. It's decently stiff plastic. I mean, it has a little bit of give to it, you know, just like a wooden staff ought to. But it's not so soft that it loses its shape, and it's a very good staff. I wish more accessory weapons could be like this. And it is detailed. There's all kinds of ridging in it to make it look like it's made of wood. And let me see if I can zoom in. And right there, I'm hoping it's showing up, is the symbol that's carved onto the staff. It's if anyone watches the show, that's the symbol of the sacred forest where the wood that makes the staff comes from. In fact, let me take a picture. Yeah, very, very nice. So, Cheetara can easily hold the staff. You just gotta stick it in her hand. Her fingers are flexible enough that you can push it past them, but also sturdy enough that you can hold it, and it doesn't really want to wiggle out. And she can hold that's the first time that ever happened to me, but it does show off the ball joint in there. Those ball joints make the hands, make it so she can easily hold the staff two-handed in a wide variety of poses, and you don't have to worry about testing the tolerances. One thing she could really use is a bicep swivel, but lacking the bicep swivel, the ball jointed wrists really go a long way to helping her. Now, I went into the details of her staff, but let's take a look at her sculpt. Let's zoom in just a little bit more. Well, I had the camera centered right, but this you can actually see the hip bones, which you know, because she's a very lithe running character and she has very prominent hip bones in the cartoon. So that's actually true to the art of the cartoon. Although, besides that, I think the rest of her is kind of angular. I mean, the cartoon has a softer, rounder style about it, and the figure looks a little bit too angular, almost mechanical. Still, it's very nice. I don't know. It's kind of like an uncanny valley effect, I guess. It's just slightly off. But she has her cheetah spots painted on her shoulders. And she has gold trim on her gloves and on her ankles. She has individually sculpted toes. The jointage for her ankle articulation is a little bit obvious, but not extremely so. Overall, it's a very, very great detailed figure. Excellent paint work, excellent sculpt work. There is really very little I can say in any kind of negative way about, well, except for the copyright on her butt. I mean, she has more copyright information on her back, but that's covered by her hair. She's really good. Really great paint job. Except I'd say the eyes. The eyes don't look like they're really carved in. I think they're just sort of painted onto the face. And on this Cheetara figure, her left eye is slightly higher than her right eye. So if you look at the face too closely, it can be a little distracting. And speaking of distracting, you're probably noticing all the black pins Her joints use this plastic that's it's really sturdy and really good on friction, so the figure is not floppy in any way, which is good, except that they didn't bother to paint it over to match the figure, so she just has these black bolts. I mean, her fur is so cream colored, and then you see these black bolts and they're so obvious. Still, aside from that, she looks really fantastic. The 6-inch Chitara figure from the new Thundercats cartoon line is really an incredible figure for the price point. They really should make more action figures like this. I mean, the quality of the plastic, the solidity of the joints, the amazing sculpt and great paint job, with the singular exception being those distracting black joints, make this really one of the greatest figures I have at this price point and at this scale. It's just a true delight. If you can find these on the clearance rack in any stores, then I would recommend you pick one up because it's really great. And support the Thundercat cartoon in any way that you can. This is Toy Customizer Wakeangel2K1 signing off.